We are here celebrating our 20th annual Real Estate Forecast event. We've brought together the leading real estate experts across multiple sectors to reflect on this past year and to share their insights on what's to come during this next year.
For us in the apartment business, it's pretty much a tariff-proof, Amazon-proof industry. So from that standpoint, we're somewhat of a safe harbor. When you have population, I think the number of households coming to Fresno is around 6,000 a year. That's a huge number for Fresno County, and half of those are going to be renters. So that means you're dealing with 2,500 to 3,000 people who need rentals. Some of that can be satisfied by existing inventory. But obviously we've been underbuilt. You and I have talked about that for years. We've been terribly underbuilt. We have had a surge of new supply come in, but if we look forward to 2029 from now, there's only 600 units on the drawing boards, which is ungodly low. I think here locally in the real estate business, we're looking for a bit of a rebound and a strong year to finish 25 and going into 26. We have a great council right now, and with that council, we've been able to push through some pretty major projects. The Scannell project is one, which is a 900,000 square foot industrial project. That'll be the next project to get vertical of any significance that we've had in years here. So we're grateful to council for their support on our industrial market. I think that they started to realize the importance and the contribution that industrial has to the community overall, not just property tax revenue and sales tax revenue, but jobs and the ripple effect that those new jobs have on the entire city.
We know that rising utility costs, volatile insurance market, a lot of legislation coming out of Sacramento, such as AB 98, places an Achilles heel on industry and our growth. And so it was important to lean into those obstacles, to address them, and begin to talk about the potential solutions that may be on the horizon and what's required. So under the theme of all in, which is what we're calling this event tonight, we're leaning into the opportunities on the horizon, as well as some of the challenges that stand in our way from insurance, utilities, and regulations.
Well, our development area spans the entire county. We've got a project that's near completion in Firebar. We're working in Orange Cove. We've got projects in Huron, as well as on Parkway Drive, downtown Fresno. And so it's out in Clovis. So it spans the whole length and breadth of the county. We're also looking at funding in the coming year for affordable housing, both at the state and at the local level. We know that the state's going through a budget adjustment. Same thing's happening in the city of Fresno. So this year we're really cautious about the funding that's going to be available. We're hopeful. We're a little optimistic. But this is going to be a challenging year from a financial standpoint. At the federal level, things are in such a state of flux that we're waiting to see the dust settle before we can get a real idea of what we're going to be able to expect at the federal level.
I'm often asked if you can't afford a new home, if you should jump on that opportunity right now. And my answer is always yes. If you have a life circumstance that is having you look at a new home and you can't afford it, I would jump on it because who knows where tariffs are going to go, as well as the fact that if interest rates do eventually drop down, what's going to happen with sales prices? They will shoot up, and that math equation becomes very difficult again. Whereas if you're in your home and you made that choice to jump on that when you did have that ability, then when interest rates drop, you can refinance, and there you're in your fairy tale ending versus waiting for the perfect scenario.